Hi guys, Will here, and in this video I want to explain how managing your environment can help you to reach success way faster than any hack or strategy or any other gimmick or fad. I genuinely mean it when I say this. Managing my environment has made me hundreds of thousands of pounds that I would, never have made without doing this. I really mean that. And it has for literally every single millionaire that I know personally. So every single one of them swears by this. And as they say, success leaves clues. So make sure that you stay right till the very end of this video today, because this could well be the breakthrough that you've been missing all along. And just very quickly, before we dive in today, if you are struggling with your trading or you'd like to know more about how mechanical edges are traded, I've actually put together a free video course for you that will map out and explain everything in detail, along with walking you through exactly how mechanical rules actually work. If you'd like to watch that after this video, I'll pop a link to that in the description and you can click through and watch that straight away. Hi guys, Will here for WB Trading and welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so that you don't miss any of the free content that we share with the trading community here on YouTube. Anyway, let's get straight into today's video. Now, before we dive in today, I need to point out that most people will, unfortunately, either ignore this advice or think it's too wishy-washy. So I just want to share some real concrete proof that this works from the start. But before I do, what are we actually discussing here? We're discussing managing your environment and how your environment, so for example, the room that you trade from, the furniture that surrounds you, the people and the noises that surround you, do 100% affect you, affect your work, affect your trading. And like I said earlier, success leaves clues. Let's take Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, for example. He knew this, and he lived in a more or less completely empty house. Let's take Alex Becker, for example, the founder of Hyros. He knew this too, and again, he lived in a pretty much completely empty apartment. Nick Cosman, the person who actually reminded me of this and inspired me to make this video today, the founder of Sales Process, again, he knew this too, and he also lived in a pretty much completely empty house. And look, I'm not saying throw out all your furniture here. The thing is, the busier and the louder that your environment is, the busier and the louder your mind will be. And the busier and louder your mind is, the worse that is for you, for your productivity and your trading too. Now, as mechanical traders, we have a pretty significant advantage over other traders who use best guesses, predictions, who have to do time-intensive and challenging analysis every day to find trades. We don't do any of that. We just sit down when we know our mechanical entry trigger is going to occur. We wait for the trigger and we execute. Our rules tell us, 1, this is the market to trade and why. 2, wait for the entry trigger to happen. And 3, take the trade, put a stop loss here, a profit target here, and walk away. Done. No thought, no emotion, no guesses or predictions, no reading the news, or hours and hours less screen time too. But even with rules in place, environment plays a big part. Let me explain. If I rewind back to my mid-20s, okay, back when I lived with my parents and I was trading from my bedroom, there were cars driving loudly past the window, there were dogs barking, there were car horns sounding, the doorbell might ring when the postman arrived, the door would open and close loudly if my dad came home from work early, for example. My phone would buzz or beep with notifications all day. I was in a small cramped bedroom with very little natural light. It was dark, it was distracting, and if it weren't for using simple mechanical rules, I don't think I'd have succeeded. I really don't. It was not conducive to success at all. Whereas when I got my own apartment, and after being inspired by Steve Jobs and so on, I kept my apartment crystal clear. So minimal furniture, just the basics. I had a cleaner who'd come once a week. It was on quite a high floor in the building, meaning pretty much absolutely zero noise. I had floor-to-ceiling windows, so I was drenched in natural light all day, which kept me focused and alert. It was just brilliant. It made such a difference, and I actually more than quadrupled my earning power in that apartment from the time I moved in. And I put that down to focus. 0 distractions. A really nice, clean, minimal environment. Honestly, the difference it makes is incredible. It really is. But the vast majority of traders do not and will not do this. And as we all know, the vast majority of traders lose money, don't they? These things, they are definitely connected, 100%, hands down. The traders that I know who make the most money, they all do this stuff, every single one of them. They either have a specific trading room in their house, for example, with not much more than a desk and screens and a chair, or they at least have some kind of trading space that they've kept ultra clean, ultra minimal, well lit. And again, it's conducive to success, to concentration, and it's made to enable complete focus. And focus brings results, and I'll prove that to you. In fact, at one time, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates were both asked to write down the one single word behind their success, without looking at each other's answers. Okay, and the word that they both chose was focus.
We both wrote down the same word, which was focus.
Focus is the secret to success, and in today's world, it is the simplest and yet the hardest thing to achieve. And if you can achieve it, well, you are 10 steps ahead in an instant. So what can you do to actually increase focus? Well, here are a few tips. Number 1, if you can, put your phone on silent, and if you need to, just use the vibrate feature. If your phone is constantly pinging at you, your brain won't be able to truly relax or focus. Second to that, remove everything and anything that you can from your trading environment. If you trade in your bedroom, for example, get rid of any of the chairs or the tables or the lamps or the shelves, anything that you don't need. Any boxes or piles of books or similar, anything that's just going to distract you and add to your thinking. If you can, work in a room with a large window so that you're getting as much natural light as possible, and keep it really clean. Hire a cleaner if you're able to, or at least keep the space as clean and tidy as you possibly can. Mess and rubbish and stuff is one of the biggest distractions that there is, and it will cloud your mind and your thinking and affect your decision making too. And finally, have a process. It is critical, absolutely critical, that when you sit down to trade, you know exactly what you're doing. You must know what you're looking for and why. You must know which markets you'll trade, where, when, and again, why, with an edge over the market. Because without an edge, you are literally setting yourself up to lose money, no doubt about it. You must have clear rules to guide you, because without rules, there'll be no structure. And without structure, you're left with mess and doubt and confusion, aren't you? Which leads to mistakes, which in turn leads to losing money. Think about it this way. A football team, for example, don't just run out onto the pitch at random and just go wherever they like, right? They have a pre-match briefing. They have a concrete plan and a concrete strategy for the match. They each have a specific position on the field, and they know exactly what they're looking for. And when that happens, they know what they will then do, okay? For example, you play this position and wait for that to happen. And you play that position and wait for this to happen. It's all mapped out and it's all decided on ahead of time, largely using statistics actually as well. Your trading must be the same way. If you're running out onto the field, so to speak, and just taking random positions and hoping for the best, you will lose the match. And as a trader, you will lose money just the same. So to conclude, manage your environment, and by doing that, manage your mind and manage your emotions. And by combining that with clear pre-built trading rules that provide you with an edge, the money will undoubtedly follow. It really will. I've seen it time and again. For me, for the traders I've worked with, the other professional traders that I know personally, honestly, by combining this stuff, you will win. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.